Lunar Tics, a dispatch from the Mid-Autumn Festival. I'm sitting here, sweltering in the sticky heat of Pattaya, thinking about mooncakes, moon gazing, and the way human beings love to complicate the simple things in life. The Mid-Autumn Festival has come again, and with it, the quiet chaos of tradition, superstition, and a hell of a lot of moon symbolism. Now, I've spent a good chunk of my time in this corner of the world trying to explain to various wide-eyed Westerners that this is not just some kitschy lantern-lit party. No, it's a full-on celestial celebration, with lunar cycles dictating everything from family reunions to mooncake stuffed bellies. But I digress. The Mid-Autumn Festival is, at its core, a time to reflect, to reset, to stare at the moon and pretend for a second that the world hasn't completely lost its collective mind. It's been part of the cultural fabric here for centuries, shaped by philosophies most Americans wouldn't recognize if they smacked them upside the head. Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism, they're baked into the mooncakes along with the lotus paste. And yet, in 19th century America, these ideas were seen as dangerous, foreign threats to the pristine fabric of the American dream. Chinese immigrants were shoved into corners, labeled as outsiders, their philosophies dismissed as mystical nonsense. They said Chinese folks couldn't integrate into American society. Why? Because apparently believing in a harmonious universe was just too radical. But let's not get bogged down in the past. I've had my own encounters with this lunar insanity. One night in Guangzhou, I found myself sitting under the fat, glowing moon with a Chinese family, sipping tea and sharing stories. There was something strangely hypnotic about the whole scene, an out-of-body experience where everything just clicked. The moon, the tea, the stories. I wasn't just some foreigner anymore. I was part of the ritual, part of the lunar glow. And in that moment, it became clear the Mid-Autumn Festival wasn't just a celebration. It was a reminder that we're all connected, all caught in the same lunar tides, whether we like it or not. Of course, that's not how the West sees it. No, the West has spent decades mocking festivals like this, slapping them with cartoonish caricatures and tired stereotypes. Hell, Chinese festivals have been treated like some kind of bizarre foreign circus for far too long. The media loves to paint it with a broad brush, bizarre, exotic, un-American. And that's where I step in, as your trusty guide through the mess. My job, as I see it, is to kick down the door of cultural ignorance and throw the truth in people's faces. What's the truth, you ask? The truth is that the Mid-Autumn Festival, like many Chinese traditions, is about far more than just some mystical moon gazing. It's about family, gratitude, and a collective sense of humanity that's been lost in the noise. The truth is that this festival, with all its ancient rituals and mooncakes, has more soul than a dozen of your sun-obsessed Western holidays combined. And that, my friends, is something worth celebrating. But let's not get too sentimental. The festival may be about lunar cycles and family ties, but don't forget it's also a good excuse to eat some god-awful mooncakes and drink yourself silly. And if you find yourself staring up at that bloated moon, wondering what it all means, don't worry. You're not alone. We've all been there, trapped in the glow, searching for meaning in a world that's gone sideways. So, here's to the moon, the myths, and the madness of it all. We may never fully understand the pull of that celestial body, but as long as we keep looking up, maybe we'll find something, if not answers, then at least some damn good tea and a moment of peace. Always, and in all ways. Rocco.